Hi guys, welcome to the fourth and final part of this week's Food for Footy podcast, Champions League special. We have absolutely demolished our breakfast. Really amazing. Massive shout out to the Hungry Moose. Absolutely fantastic. Really enjoyed that. They have sponsored this pod. It's been amazing to partner with them and couldn't have asked for better food for footy.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be going back there at some point.
Definitely.
Just brilliant breakfast. Can't go wrong. I'm all good now.
Well, you sent me the menu and I was very tempted with the full English.
Yes.
Very tempted with the full English. Looks incredible.
Well, I went in and they asked, are you having the belly buster? I said, probably not, to be fair, because I don't know how we're going to eat that and talk at the same time. We'll be trying to fall asleep, I think, after eating something like that.
We'll do it one day.
One day.
Yeah. Hungry Moose, we'll accept the belly buster challenge. One day we'll do it.
Yeah.
And we'll see how we go. We might have to do a little bit where we do one of those fast forward through it and see how we go.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely fantastic. So thank you ever so much. And if you are in the Leicester area, head to the Hungry Moose. Whereabouts is it?
It's on Fairfax Road.
Fairfax
Road.
Road.
It's in Belgrave Way, near Northfields for those in Leicester. Near the bridge for those who know Leicester in that area. So Fairfax Road, go to the Hungry Moose Cafe. You get amazing food. You can't go wrong there.
And they are on Just Eat?
They're on Just Eat and Uber Eats as well.
So get something delivered as well. Because there's footy games coming up today. Why not get yourself a nice bacon cob or a bacon sausage cob, or get yourself a belly buster?
Exactly.
Take it on. Let us know if we should. Right. Okay. So the final part that we've got, I want to talk about English clubs.
Yeah.
Look, we are English footy fans. We were talking in the previous section about how when we were growing up, we didn't get exposure to other leagues.
No.
So you knew who Barcelona were, you knew who Real Madrid were, etc. But you didn't get to see them regularly. So I see kids these days and they say, "Who do you support?" And so I'm a Barcelona fan. I always think, come on, how can you support them?
That doesn't make sense.
I know you are a season ticket holder at Leicester.
Yeah.
I'm not a season ticket holder at Liverpool. I try and go as much as I can, but to be truth, it's not very often. But we're football fans and we're English football fans.
Yeah.
Now, we'd say the Premier League is the best league in the world. And I think that is something that a lot of people will agree with.
Yeah, they will.
And I think if you go to other countries, they know what the Premier League is. Man United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea. You see their shirts all around. Man City are growing that as well.
Massive globaler.
Everybody knows who the Premier League teams are.
Yeah.
Even when I go on holiday, they say, "Where are you from?" If I say, "Oh, I live in Leicester," they'll say, "Oh, Leicester City."
Yeah,
they
exactly.
know
They know who Leicester are.
They know who they are. So why aren't we dominating? Because actually, if you look at the winners of the Champions League, in our lifetime, there's not been that many English teams winning.
It's been mainly Spanish, hasn't it?
Yeah,
in our lifetime.
With Bayern and a couple of
and
Italian
the other
teams
one,
in there. But I'm thinking about the memories that I've got of the European Cup and Champions League. So, born in '86, so I missed all of our ones before then. I remember '99 with United.
Yeah.
I remember 2005 with us.
Yeah.
And then the next English one, was that Chelsea in 2000?
Oh no, we missed United.
Oh yeah, United won it. Yeah,
2008.
2008.
I want to say Ronaldo scored, didn't it?
So there's three. So then you've got Chelsea.
Chelsea 2012.
You had.
And then we have to wait all again till Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool and then Chelsea
and
again.
Chelsea again. And then Man City.
Seven. So seven in 37 years.
Yeah.
That's not a lot. Now look, I know we got to finals. Arsenal against Barcelona in 2006. Man United getting turned over by Barcelona twice.
The one at Wembley sticks out.
Yeah.
They got Messi absolutely killed them.
We've played Real Madrid twice.
Yeah.
Should have won one.
Yeah. Courtois had a worldie today.
Yeah. Deserved to lose one when Karius, threw it in his own net.
Karius things.
Yeah. So, we have made it 2 finals, but even that's still not a lot.
No.
Considering if you said who the best team in the world are, there's an argument for Man City.
Yeah, you'd say that. I think if you asked 100 people, I think 90 people would say Man City.
And then, look, Real Madrid, great side. And actually, it's surprising the run they're on at the moment because the players they've got, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, you have a look on their team on paper, ridiculous team.
Unbelievable. And pulling on that white shirt.
Yeah,
I've said before, if Trent leaves, I can't argue with it because it's Madrid.
Yeah, no one turns Madrid down.
But look how competitive our league is. You know, Arsenal. We said we gave you some stick in the earlier segments, but we also gave you a lot of praise. You can beat anybody on your day.
Exactly that, and that's why I put them where they did. I didn't put them in no chance.
Yeah,
they've always got an outsider chance because we know how well they play.
Chelsea. Okay, they're in the Conference League. We're expecting Chelsea to win.
Chelsea should win that.
They should win this. Now, it's interesting because we didn't win the Europa League last year, and I think we were the best team in the competition. You have an off game sometimes. You know, Atalanta absolutely deserved to win. They, had a game plan. Fantastic. Yeah. But Chelsea, we expect them to be in the Champions League next year. We'd expect them to then do well. With all the English teams, you're kind of expecting quarterfinals.
You are.
Minimum. So why aren't we winning more?
It's a really tough question to answer because, like you said, we have got one of the most exciting leagues on the planet. So I think there could be a numerous amount of factors. It could be the amount of games that the English sides play. It could be scheduling, but then that argument kind of defeats the point of the whole question because the other teams also have that just from broadcasting rights. So it's a really tough one to give you an answer to that question. Should we be dominating? Yes, because we are so competitive with the English teams in our league. But that could also be a detriment. Is the league too competitive?
I've heard this argument. Yeah. The only thing I would say is I think the reason why PSG have never got across the line is because their league isn't
not competitive enough. Yeah.
And I think what we have and I get what you're saying about the competitive nature of the league. There is no easy games.
No.
Every single week you look down the fixture list, and I feel like my wife is always hoping for a Sunday off with no football on, and me turn around and saying, "Oh, the games aren't that interesting this week."
No.
They're always interesting.
Of course they are.
There's always something. We've got Arsenal, Chelsea, or Chelsea Arsenal this week. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it'd be a wicked game.
But the competitiveness surely keeps you sharp.
You'd think that, and you would think that, and like you said, this league, anyone can beat anyone.
Yeah.
And I'll go back to Bournemouth again. Their last 4 fixtures, I think it's been won, drawn, lost. They lost to us, but then gone and picked up points against Arsenal and Man City.
Yeah.
So anyone can beat anyone. So is that a detriment? I don't know. But like you said, the competitiveness, like PSG had a great team. They had Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. Playing in League One, because there's no challenge, they then go and step up against a proper challenge and get turned over.
Yeah.
So it's both swings and roundabouts.
I get this whole, if you're not in as competitive league, there's I suppose the rest factor. So, Real Madrid, for example, if they've got Rayo Mallorca.
Yeah.
I know they lost to them, didn't they?
They did.
This season. But, they'll probably put out a fringe team. They might bring some other players in, or all the players they put out will probably stay in second gear for most of that game. They can kind of manage it a little bit because they know they might have a big one coming up next. But, the fact that we are used to in this league of anybody can beat anybody, that's what you need to go into with the Champions League.
You think that, wouldn't you?
And, you think actually every game. So I look at, the way that we beat AC Milan. I look at, the prep for that. I look at how Villa have done. Okay, Club Brugge aside.
Yeah.
Villa deserving to beat Bayern.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. And actually, I'd love to see Bournemouth have a crack at the Champions League because I think they would turn a lot of teams over.
You know what? They would. A lot of teams wouldn't like to go there.
No.
It's an old-fashioned ground, small pitch. I think a few teams would get turned over there, and I think you'd see some scalpings. I think I really do.
We're still waiting for our tickets, Bournemouth. We said we wanted to come and wanted to see it. We'll even review your Food for Footy.
Yeah, we will.
But come on. But this is what I can't quite get my head around because again, going back to Murchie's Marks. If you haven't seen that segment, go back and watch it in part 2. But look at the teams that we've got in there. Man City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Villa. Villa an anomaly this year, and everyone's we're sort of joking, Villa in the Champions League. They're in the top 8. They're sat in 8th.
And they've got one of the recent great European managers.
Yeah,
Who
exactly.
is known for winning European silverware. So, anomaly or not, they're deservedly where they are at the minute.
I think there does come a little bit, and I said this in another segment, I did think there does come a little bit of know-how in the Champions League.
Yeah.
We said that Arsenal don't really have any know-how
Nope.
in the Champions League. We said that City are building it. They are learning it. I think when they beat Real in the semi-final, before they played Inter,
Yeah.
they showed that because they lost the season before.
Yeah.
They showed that little bit of know-how. They showed that they could do that.
Yeah.
So I think they're building it. For me, and I know taking away a little bit from Champions League, I expect Chelsea to win the conference.
Yeah.
I expect Man United or Tottenham to win the Europa League.
I think United aims, and I've said this to the boys at work as well, who are United fans. I said you should go and win the Europa League.
It's the best chance of Champions League football.
Exactly that, and not only that, you win the Europa League, you go into pot 1 for the Champions League, which is a great thing, and you ain't going to do that finishing 4th.
No.
And United, new manager or not, you're not finishing 4th this season. You're not finishing in the top 4.
No.
So United as a team should go and try and win the Europa League. Same with Tottenham as well. It's silverware. And that's very vital for a team like them. I watched them the other night against Galatasaray, and they played a few of the kids. And did. I'm thinking, why would you do that?
Yeah, madness.
And Galatasaray should have had 5 or 6. It was my first time watching Osimhen for a few years, and his movement was absolutely fantastic. It was brilliant. His finishing was a bit poor, but his movement was fantastic. And you go to Galatasaray, and like it's similar with Porto. They're not a team that you think are going to go and win it, but you go there and you're going to get a tough time.
But you get that every week in the Premier League.
Yes.
You think about the Premier League sides. You go to Brighton, you're going to get a tough game.
Yeah.
Bournemouth, you're going to get a tough game. You could go down the entire list. I mean, look, you go to Portman Road. Ipswich are going to give you a tough game. So why are we not prepared for the Champions League? Why are we not able to make it through? Because winning is a drug. And you think about that. I love listening to ex-players, and you listen to the likes of Roy Keane, Gary Neville, etc., and they talk about this winning hunger, wanting to be back out on the pitch, wanting to be back out playing. If you've had a big Champions League win, that can kick you on to a big Premier League win, which can then kick you on again, and you want to keep playing. So I mean, we didn't pose that question to have an answer. If we did, I think we'd be writing books, writing coaching manuals, all this sort of stuff.
It's an open forum.
It is. We don't get it. Do any of you guys have the answer? In the comments, okay? Whether that be on Facebook, find us on Facebook, Food for Footy. Whether that be on X, whether that be on TikTok. We're on all the platforms, or just below, in this YouTube video. Comment, why are English teams not dominating Europe? Because actually you'd fancy us against any opposition.
Yeah, you should do.
There's no one that you're scared of, and actually I know we lost to Real in finals, but I was glad we had Real over City.
Yeah,
I felt we could.
What you get with Man City because you play them season in, season out,
and you're gonna get a hell of a game that you probably won't win.
Yeah.
Whereas Real, I thought, okay, Courtois had a game of his life,
he did.
But I thought
they were there.
There's a chance.
They were there for taking.
There's a chance. So let us know what you think, okay? Why are English teams not dominating? Thank you guys for joining us for this final segment. I really enjoyed it. Great to talk about the Champions League.
Yeah.
We're hoping to get back to talking about the Premier League. Maybe talk Man United in the next one.
Hopefully, we'll see. It's all going on there, isn't there, at the minute? So we'll see what that brings us.
I'm going to end it finally with, once again, a big thank you to our sponsor for this episode, the Hungry Moose. Absolutely love my breakfast. Set me up nicely for the day.
And me.
Yeah, so thank you ever so much, guys. We really appreciate that. And if you have any food for footy for us, please do get in touch. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Good to have you back, Murchie.
Always good to be back.
See you later.